If you have been anywhere near LinkedIn this year, you have seen the headlines. Gartner says most project management work will be automated by 2030. LinkedIn changed its Associate Product Manager program, and in every comment section, someone is declaring that the PM role is dead. If you are a project manager, that can land hard. But the headline is not the story. So in this version, I am going to walk you through the sources, the job market, and the work itself. So let me show you what is actually fueling the panic. It starts with Harvard Business Review in January 2026. The headline reads that companies are laying off workers because of AI's potential, not its performance. Here is my translation. Your job can be cut before the AI even works. Then the numbers landed. Tom's Hardware reported 78,000 tech layoffs in the first quarter of 2026. And almost half of them were attributed to AI by the companies doing the cutting. Middle management was hit the hardest. Then it got personal for PMs. LinkedIn's own chief product officer went on Lenny's podcast and said they were replacing the Associate Product Manager program with Associate Product Builders. PMs who cannot code, design, and ship are obsolete there. The PM blogs picked it up immediately. FindSkill ran a piece in April called Will AI Replace Project Managers in 2026? And it looked honestly at the data. It reported that hiring for administrative PM roles was down 35%, while strategic PM salaries were up 30%. A second HBR piece in April made it worse, showing that managers and executives disagree on AI. Here is my translation. Leadership is using AI as a reason to flatten the org chart and remove your layer entirely. That is the panic cycle. And almost every panicked article about the original 80% claim traces back to one Gartner press release, published March 20th, 2019. That was 6 years ago. If you go to that URL today, Gartner returns a 404 because they do not even host the original page anymore. The panic outlived the article. And here is what the article actually said. Gartner did not say that 80% of project managers would disappear. It said that artificial intelligence would take on traditional project management functions, such as data collection, tracking, and reporting. Those are tasks, not people. The admin layer can be compressed, but the decision layer still has to be owned. If the PM profession were dying, I would expect to see that in the labor market. The data does not show that. PMI's latest talent gap report says the world may need up to 30 million more project professionals by 2035. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reports about 1.046 million project management specialist jobs in 2024, with about 78,000 openings per year over the next decade and 6% projected growth. Even a live Glassdoor search in Canada still shows thousands of project manager listings. The role is changing shape, not disappearing. What AI does well is the admin layer. It can draft a status report. It can turn meeting notes into action items. It can update a risk log. It can write a follow-up email. It can draft a first-pass race e-matrix. These are structured, repeatable, text-heavy tasks. With a good prompt and good review, the time drops from hours to minutes. On its own, that is not a threat. It is leverage you can use. But here is the part that AI does not own. It cannot draw the scope line when the VP promised something different in a meeting. It cannot negotiate the budget when finance, vendors, and sponsors all have competing constraints. It cannot decide who signs the charter in your organization. It cannot repair trust with a difficult stakeholder. And it cannot decide what not to build. AI can assist all of those decisions, but it cannot be accountable for them. So the real threat is not artificial intelligence in the abstract. It is the productivity gap between a PM who uses AI and a PM who refuses to. One person spends the week formatting reports, cleaning notes, and updating trackers. The other gets those tasks into draft form quickly, reviews the output, and uses the saved time to call the sponsor, resolve the trade-off, and manage the actual project. And that gap only compounds over time. There is also an irony here. AI companies still hire product managers and technical program managers. Anthropic's own careers pages include roles for launches, research product management, developer services, safeguards, and Claude Code. When AI makes teams move faster, coordination does not magically disappear. The dependency graph only gets more complex. And that is exactly the work of a PM and a TPM. But I want to be honest, not every PM is equally safe. If your value is mostly formatting reports and booking meetings, then that work is high risk. If your value is running process and cadence, you are in a better position, but you still need to adapt. If your value is drawing scope lines, managing stakeholders, making trade-offs, and using AI to handle the admin underneath, then you are moving into the strategic layer. Here's what I would do this month. Take one status report and ask AI to draft the next one from your raw notes. Take a recent meeting transcript and ask for action items with owners and dates. Write one prompt that saves you 15 minutes of admin. Place yourself honestly on the PM spectrum. Then pick one strategic skill to practice this quarter: scope negotiation, stakeholder management, or risk anticipation. So yes, the admin layer of project management is being automated. That is, the formatting, the tracking, the reporting, and the things that most PMs do not love doing anyway. What remains is judgment, scope, trust, trade-offs, and accountability. The role is not dying. It is being promoted from administrator to strategist. AI handles the admin, and you handle the judgment. That is practical AI, one workflow at a time.